Hey everyone, welcome back to Founder Story. Today we have Angelo Coletta, the CEO of Zakeke. And Angelo, we were just talking about that you are in Italy, which is one of my absolute favorite places to visit. I love going there in Europe. I was just there a few months ago, had a fantastic time. But what you're doing is really revolutionary, and I'm excited to dive in because I saw something like this about 10 years ago, but at that time it was like too soon, too new. But now I could see this becoming massive. So why don't you start off with how did you get into this industry and why this business?
Thanks for inviting me here. And what we've done is, maybe 8 years ago, my vision was that the commerce space will change dramatically in the next years. So my vision is that on one side, there are customers, they want to pay more to have something that is just for them. They can create, maybe they can interact, they can do something like that. On the other side, industry in the back office finally is ready to offer like an artisan products done only for you at the same cost of mass in production in many industries. And on the other side, brands are looking for providing different experience, more immersive, more with more gaming action with their brands. So all these things together give me the idea that probably we have to create something to help merchants to offer this new kind of experience to their customers and to help them to scale automating process in a back office and digitalize all their channel from the production till the final customers. And so we have started Zakeke, and we have developed this platform that enable merchant to offer a very complex experience in the visual commerce area that I think it will be the next step of growing of e-commerce. I can imagine an e-commerce online without visual experience in the next years.
So when you do something that's very revolutionary, um, and when it's tied to emerging technologies, not every brand, I'm sure, sees the value in it yet. How has it been when you go back to the beginning to now? Um, what's been the sentiment of these larger brands and then the sentiment of maybe smaller brands?
It's interesting because the visual layer is something that impacts with hundreds of different business. So there is different age for understanding how it is necessary. So what we've seen that the first word that has used our platform was the B2B word in the gadgeting, in the gift, in the sports where the habits of offer a customized product was something confirmed. The only thing is that the process generally was manually or semi-manually. So we have started helping these brands scaling, automating their process, saving a lot of times and a lot of money, and helping them to be fast in offering the services to their customers. And they started to offer a 3D preview too. In the meanwhile, some other segment like luxury, accessories, apparel, and something like that, they start thinking that the futures it would be 3D and not photos. And so they start understanding that they have to become a company based on the 3D asset. Or so they start thinking about make a 3D catalog and not samples. They start thinking that if they have a 3D catalog, they can have interactive ads everywhere in a simple way. And so they are moving to this experience. If they have the 3D, they can offer AR and try on online or maybe in the physical stores. If they have a 3D model, when they can in the back office, they can offer customization. And in which way at the moment we serve more than 10,000 customers, around 15,000 at the moment, all around the world in 400 different industries
from, super small business, maybe they sell t-shirt or cap, customize it to big brands like Armani, Valentino, Uber Eats, Ubisoft. They use the platform to provide a complex experience in any of their channels, online, the B2B channel, in the physical store too.
I mean, that's amazing. And I've seen the product. It's incredible. And I think, like you said, it's the future, and the future is now, essentially. So as you are growing and scaling the business, and you had to onboard more B2B customers, obviously for the consumers, was there a marketing strategy or a partnership strategy? What helped you, as you went from 1,000 to 5,000 to 10,000 to 15,000? Because that's a lot, right? That's a lot of B2B customers. Was there something that you found works really well?
Yeah, all we've done when we have started, the idea is that we think that this is a long-term business. So the first goal that we have in our mind is that we want to create a platform that works for everyone, for the small guys to the big guys, with a pricing model that works for all of them. So we have a self-provisioning plan that is for the, you know, small and small medium customers. They can do everything by their own. They can download the app using inside their stores, and the cost is based on, you know, on a percentage of what they sell. And then there is a corporate plan for big companies that other needs. They need something account based. They need some special things like cloud dedicated, some specific API for integrating ERP and other things, PLM, PIM inside the company. And so, first of all, we have created these two different line of products. And second things, in terms of marketing, we have 80% of our customer that comes because they find us in a different way, in a different channels. And then for the big customers, we have a network of partners all around the world. So there is a double strategy for small and medium, generally self-provisioning, and the marketing is based on digital activity. On the other side, a network partners, so qualified partners to reach the customers, where customization, visualization, try on is a piece of a big strategy in the challenge inside the company.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I think a lot of people struggle when they start a company around the pricing strategy. They never know how much they should price to who. It's always a tough one. So I like the strategy that you have, so you can really get to everyone. So as you've gone on this journey, who have you seen to be your biggest customers? Is there a certain industry, a type of company that you found it is really, really taking on this new technology?
So what we have seen that there is luxury and furniture that are looking for improving their experience lines in terms of 3D interaction, AR, and try on. And so this industry is low, but is coming with strongness because they have understood that they can change their paradigm inside the company. On the other side, the web to print industry is the largest and full of a lot of entrepreneurs, from the small one to the big guys. So we have customers, very important customer in these different fields. So for example, we have in the brand, we have Armani, Valentino, Colmar. We have customers worldwide, Testoni, Sandro Perez, and many other brands like that. And on the other side, we have, Best Buy, Uber Eats, Ubisoft, US Army, and many others, and a lot of gadgets in play. HP, however, big agreement with HP in the large print format sector. So I think that this kind of industry are now the main player. But anyway, we have customers in 400 different verticals.
It makes sense around the future of customization, how people want curated and customized experiences for shopping, or even customized products. I think I'm seeing a lot of these, like, create your own fragrance versus, a fragrance that the company makes. How do you see the future of, because we're here already in 2025. When you're looking 5 years, 10 years out, how do you see e-commerce and shopping evolving at that point?
Oh, well, I think that this mix of technology are trial configuration, maybe in the future hologram or maybe other piece of this layer, AI agent, something like that. This will be the next interface that customers will find online and offline, because many of these action, online is learning how to offer some kind of experience that in the past you can have only in the physical stores, like for example a trial, okay, or maybe AR when you are buying a sofa, for example, you can see directly in your room. On the other side, the physical stores are add the layer of virtual experience inside the stores to create a mixed experience inside. So these words are coming all together. And my vision is that in 10 years, I can imagine any website, any physical stores, any B2B channel where the visual layer will not a piece of the interface. Everyone, they will not do that. It will be like an old website, as we can see now at an e-commerce website over there, 90. Yeah, with one product, one photo, and you have to pray to understand who is going to deliver you.
You had to make like a mobile site and a regular site, and now all sites are like mobile optimized sites. If you're on Shopify or whatever platform, it seems like this will be the future. I'm very excited about e-commerce. I personally, started in 2012 with e-commerce and then physical stores, so I can relate to the processes and wanting to do things this way. I'm very excited about this. So now that you've been in business for as long as you have, disrupting industries, thousands of clients. Obviously, people love you all around the world and in different industries. If somebody was coming up to you and said, Angelo, I want to be as successful as you one day, what is a piece of advice that you'd give to them?
There's an old story that someone tell me,
And I can say the same.
the wake up had to be early in the morning. If you work hard every day and you put the seed every day in the ground, for sure a tree will grow up. It could be big, super big, fantastic, but for sure it will grow up. So many times people, I think, spend a lot of time to see the heroes of this world. Elon Musk, Bill Gates. Yeah, sure, someone can do this, but then hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs that can make a really super interesting company, maybe without be on the Time magazine, or maybe with
They are not something that they are going to read in a book, but there's a lot of money that you can gain and a lot of satisfaction that you can find along your entrepreneurship journey. So
working hard. Don't be in love with your idea, always ready to change. What are you doing? What are you thinking? Looking at what markets say, what people that is better than you says, and what sometimes your instinct says that, okay, yeah, I'm going good, but I can make better. No, and take a risk. And don't forget that when you take a risk, some days or some nights will be dark, but it's a piece of the job. And the light is always in the next day. So you have to fight hard if you want to try to reach the goals. Yeah, but people, I think that you can build your company day by day. You have to have a long vision, but you don't need to forget it. Today is a day for doing something better.
Wow, Angelo, those are amazing takeaways. A lot of stuff to unpack there, but I could see why you've had the success that you've had based on the things that you just said. Funny enough, our previous interview, we asked the same question, and they said waking up at 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. was like the prime thing that helped them be successful in the time frame. Waking up early, perseverance, working hard, figuring it out. And I love that, not being in love with the company or the product because you might need to change, tweak. Many people say, oh, this company is my baby, which I think could be a detriment because they're not going to be okay with feedback and change. You said a lot of great things, Angelo. If people want to learn more about you, they want to get in touch, how can they do so?
Oh, we have
First of all, our website, zakeke.com, and everyone can reach me on my LinkedIn profile.
I'm not a super social user, but I use LinkedIn.
And so you can find me there. And I generally accept any request, because I think that if you have to stay somewhere on the social, is to be social. If you stay there without interact, it's only like stay like a poster on the wall, and I don't want to be. So I have chosen only one, because I don't have time to speak with everyone, but on LinkedIn, everyone can reach me.
Well, and it's zakeke.com. Angelo, some of the most successful people have like no following on social media, right? They're not busy because you're too busy building up your company, scaling and growing. I can super appreciate that feeling. You've been amazing. I can't wait to have you on in a year from now. And then let's talk about the next technology and the next wave of customization. I'm very, very interested in this topic. I think this is going to help a lot of people, but it's been great having you today on Founder Story. And thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It'll be well served the way.